Hi everyone, it's Alfred, and also known as Gatsby in PartyPoker. So I'm going to be doing my 5NL gameplay video right now. And yeah, let's play for around maybe 20 minutes or so. See what kind of hands we can get or what kind of spots we're going to be in. So starting off, we already have some good hands, King King and Ace Jack, but we get walks. Pocket deuces in this button. We can open this up when it folds to us, as well as the 7-4 suited here. Pretty decent flop. We have a backdoor flush draw with a gutter. And we'll start with a small bet. We can barrel off on a king, and we can even hit a 6. We'll fold here, as well as here. Now we have ace king off. Against a cutoff, against a rec, I think we can defend this 9-10 offsuit. Pretty okay flop. We're going to be ISOing the ace king off. Against a small bet, we are losing to king queen and maybe 10 jack, but we do need some protection against some overcards. So let's go for a small raise. Here we're going to start with a small bet on a dry board. Now we get counterfeit here, and the jack definitely favors him a little bit more. We're going to check, and on a queen on the turn here, we're going to go for a little bet here. The flush does come in. I guess we can try to rep that. I'm thinking if we can go for a block here. I think a jack bets, queen could bet, but yeah, I think he just calls a queen too much on the flop that we're never gonna be pulling off, and he does have a jack. On this board, I think we're gonna go for a sizable bet, trying to target a weak ace and fold to a raise, and he does fold. We have queen 10 here. Against this player, I don't mind a 3-bet here. We're going to go for a fixed sizing. And now a rec from the small blind calls us. And this board somewhat hits both our range. He does have some ace queen here, some ace jack suited, ace 10 suited. But he also has like a bunch of small pairs that could go for that do insta fold. So now he's going to be blocking bet here in this position. I just kind of want to be aggressive against these kind of players. It's mainly just trying to see a river with a marginal hand. I'm kind of worried that he's doing this with ace queen, but we do block that, and he could have something like at 9 or 8. Here we go, he's going to be betting, and like I said, when he cold calls in the small blind, he does have a lot of weak aces or like suited aces, so here we're just going to let it go. We have pocket jacks here on the button. It's going to be an easy 3-bet. We'll be folding here. And now we have queen 10 suited. And we're going to get cold 4-bet by the small blind. I think pocket jacks is too strong to fold here. I think we can go for a set mine here. And that's a pretty bad flop. On the right side, we do flop top pair, so we're just going to go for a half-pot c-bet. He's going to be betting really small, and I think he's doing this with the ace king, kings, aces. I just think that we're only drawing to a backdoor flush draw that might not be good, and a jack on the turn. So I think I'm going to comfortably let this one go. The other thing to consider is he could have ace queen suited, but it's just going to be tough calling bets future streets. Damn, I wish I had more time bank though. Here we have pocket sixes. If there were like some recs in the small and big blind, I'd probably call, but I can let that one go pretty comfortably. In middle position, we'll fold here. Oops. I have pocket queens. It's gonna be an easy 3-bet. I made it take too small. Maybe I should go to 12.4 or 12.8. It's going to be a pretty good flop for us. No ace or king. For this, out of position, guess we can start off with maybe like a 40% size bet, little under half pot, open to nines, and he's gonna fold. Try to get value from like nines or jacks that just cold call. Maybe 8s, 10 suited. And here we open nines from early position and get called 4 ways. Here, there's nothing much we can do with nines. We're just gonna check. A lot of these players have like 8x in the range a lot, especially this guy Vivarek that I've played with a lot. So unfortunately, we'll just have to let this one go. And here we're going to be 3-betting our ace king. And flop is pretty okay, we don't miss, but there is ace jack that gets there. It does hit our range quite a bit. I think we can discount queens. He could have 10s, could have pocket jacks. So I think our hand does need a bit of protection. So we're going to start off with a half pot bet and just take it down right away. You know, also trying to fold out 7s, 8s instantly. I have king queen offsuit here and ace-7 offsuit on the right board, on board number 2. So here we're going to be calling, and here we are going to be opening the king queen. I'm not really sure what to do on this monotone board. He does bet quite big with middle pair. Considering it's blind versus blind, honestly, I think it's close, but I really don't mind a fold here. There's just a bunch of cards on later streets that could that are hard to play against. So with the 8s, we're gonna call now that there's like cold caller in the big blind. We get better odds here for a set mine and lots of implied odds when we hit. And we completely miss. We're gonna start with a check. Hopefully he checks with ace king. And he's going to be betting half pot. And since there's a cold caller, we can comfortably let this go. With top pair here, we can go for a small bet, although he does have a lot of 3s in his range. But it is a rec, so yeah. We can start off with a small bet here. Try to get some value from his, he has some kind of floats here. Sometimes king jack, you know, jack 10. We're gonna go for a sort of just like a slightly bigger bet, and if he calls, we'll check the river. Or we'll reevaluate on the river, I'm not entirely sure. On the left board, we see this guy barreling off. I imagine he has something like kings, or maybe something like ace 10, or some ace queen holding. Yep, so he gets that one. Pocket deuces here in the small blind. I can let this one go, even though there is a rec in the big blind that won't really 3-bet much. But I still think it's a bit weak to be calling. We'll fold here. And now I have king queen as well. We'll open this one up. Um, 7-6 offsuit against early position. Don't want to be playing that. It's really weak. Queen 5 suited will open if it falls to us. And since we're being 3-bet by the button, we can comfortably fold here. It's since we don't want to be playing king queen offsuit out of position. We'll fold here as well. And now I have jacks. And just to go over my tags, yellow is like a semi-reg, and blue is basically a fish. Green is a good reg. Red means they're really aggressive, like they like to blast off. Here, we're going to be going for a small bet. There's a lot of small pocket pairs that we can get value from, and we also unblock all the high card floats that he can have. I guess he doesn't have a lot of 10s here. That is a bit concerning. He could have pocket eights. And I think we're just going to continue betting a bit small here, try to extract value from his high overcards and something like nines. Now he's going for a min raise, and this honestly looks pretty nutted, but we still can't fold to a min raise, and that is a beautiful card on the river. Hopefully he just blasts off now. Let's see what he does. Guess he could have some type of queen 10 suited, ace 10 suited, that doesn't want to 3-bet, 9-10 suited. So he's going to check. I think I'm trying to figure out sizing on this river. What am I targeting here? If I'm targeting a 10, I want to go slightly bigger and target maybe the backdoor flush draws that somehow arrive here. It's just his line's so weird. Come on, man, just blast off. Thank you. Thank you. Go work at NASA, man, because you know how to blast off. Boom, what a cooler. Look at that. He had Jack 10 and we hit the case Jack. That's an insane cooler, man. So I guess the money was always going in. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Maybe I should have balanced my timing tells there, but he only has 25 behind. He's pretty pot committed. If he's bluffing, he's folding anyways. At least that's how I see it. We'll open here against a rec. And he's gonna 3-bet us against a short stack out of position. Easiest fold in the world. We have queen 10 off here. We'll open the jack 10 here. Now we have 8-9 suited. 9-7 suited here is kind of marginal. We can open it if we wanted to. I just prefer if there are weaker players in the small and big blind. We're going to be 3-betting here. Pretty standard. And get it through. Against the big blind on this kind of high board, we're going to be going for a c-bet. We're just going to bet our entire range here. Since the Jack, King and Jack do hit our range pretty often, and we can put his suited connectors, small pocket pairs in a tough spot. We'll be opening ace-5 off here. We'll go for a half pot bet here. Hopefully he just folds. He's going to call. I guess he could have some sort of flush draw, Jack that floats. So we king. But I think we can double barrel this holding simply because we unblock the club draw, and 3 is a blank, and we can start putting his jacks in a tough spot, and also we have 0 showdown value. Here we have a super weak ace. We do have a spade, so I think this could go into our check range. And the clubs do come in. So, and he calls twice. I'm pretty sure this is just a check, a give up now. And he has king queen. That's never folding. Here we're going to try and go for some small value now that we check twice. He's going to call. Hopefully he has something like, oh god, king jack. Man. So we have ace king here. Easy 3-bet. I think we can go a bit bigger. Against from the small blind. Like GTO sizing something like 12. So we have a rec here in the big blind. And we flop top pair. We kicker, he's gonna lead. That's pretty alarming since he does have a lot of 5x in his range. Fortunately, we can't really fold. It's a great card. But sometimes it could mean that we're chopping. He's going to check now. I think we're gonna go for a small bet. Maybe he's leading like a flush draw, and we just have the board really locked up. Oh no, not this guy. Oops. We're gonna go for a 3-bet here, out of position. Gets min raises, like I kind of want to go for a fixed sizing. Then if you don't, like people will call you super wide when you only 3-bet to like 6 or 8 big blinds. Okay, so we'll wrap up the session in a bit here, in around 5 more minutes or so. Here we have Queen Jack offsuit here. We can open it if it folds to us. I think here we can, I think it's strong enough to ISO considering on the button, and it is a rec player. Here against this rec player, King Jack, I'm gonna call since he is a short stack and we flop trips. Check on this board. And against the button, we want to be going for a lot of check raises. Considering I block his like overcards that can float, I think I'm just gonna go for a half pot bet. I think this is also, I'm not sure if this is like an over bet spot. We'll call the 3s, check fold now. Hopefully we can get value from something like 8s or 9s. I just checked flop. That's sort of what I'm hoping that he calls me with. Here we can't really bluff here with his pocket 3s. We'll open the King 10 suited. I think if we can, what exactly we're folding out. King 10 suited out of position, I'm going to be folding. Is this something we can bluff? I think with this hand holding, I don't think you can bluff. We do have some showdown value against ace high. And he had King 9 offsuit. That's fine. Jack 4 suited is close. I don't mind a fold or an open considering he's a rec player. Maybe this time I'm gonna fold. A6 suited. We'll be opening here. And this just smashes our flop. I mean our range. I think we're gonna go for a slightly under half pot bet. And take it down. This hits more of his range. Like maybe I do have some 8-9 suited, but he also has like some Jack 10s, some 8s here. I think we can start off with a check. Try to realize some backdoor equity. We'll fold here, even so it's this min raise. Here I think we can just fold, drawing to or maybe not. Actually I just realized we're double gutted. Oops. Here we flop top pair, no backdoor flush draw, we kicker. I'm just going to start with a bet here. Our hand does need some protection against flush draws. Take it down. Ace queen offsuit. Sorry, oops. I tried to block that one from the mic. We're going to get 3-bet against someone from a small blind. Here, I don't really mind a call, considering it's from a small blind. And we're in position, so with ace queen we can call. Flop is pretty decent. We do lose to ace king, ace 10, 10s, and aces of course, which is unlikely. You should be c-betting this board at a high frequency. It's a small bet. We're gonna call once, reevaluate. That's a great turn. Here we can squeeze the king 10 suited. He's going to check now, and I want to be putting he could have some kings, jacks, etc. So I think we can go for a small bet here. And this guy's gonna cold call here, or squeeze. We do lock up the board. We do have a king. We're gonna go for a 3rd bet here, as well as on the board 1. He's going to call. That's pretty alarming now, because he could have something like king queen. So I think we can slow down here. Here we're gonna go for another small bet. Try to get value from jacks, queens, kings. He's going to bet small. We'll call. I'm kind of worried he has king queen. That's why I'm slowing down. And we both have ace queen, so we'll chop it up. We'll check here. Oh god, I think we just have to call here with a small sizing. Anyways, we'll stop next orbit. Okay, we both have king. He has king 10 offsuit, man. What? Okay, looks like we're done here. Like, how do you have king 10 offsuit there, man? Ugh, that's so annoying. I think if I knew he was erect, then I'd just go for a triple barrel. But it's just that when he cold calls there, he has like so many stronger king X's, and sometimes he could have like something like 8-9 suited. So that's why I'm slowing down. Yeah. Here, pocket fives. We open, of course. How can we not open my favorite hand? And we do flop a set. I think here we can go for a bigger bet. Our bottom set does need some protection. We can even go for a check raise. Yeah, okay guys. So thanks for watching my video. Hopefully you'll catch me next time.